Tension? Of course there's tension. We've got young, old, and everything in between working here. What else do you expect
in a place like this? Sure, you get the kid with the broken finger, but you also get his mom with the major head trauma, plus the entire family.
That times 100 is a typical shift. How do you give everyone the attention they expect? I can't answer
that. I just have to do my job so that the doctors can do theirs. I don't have the time to communicate.
Communicate. I mean, online order entry? That's reality, and it's basically good. But we still have to collaborate or it all
falls apart. My issue is, how do we communicate? Technology's here, folks. Why not use it?
Machines can't solve everything. In fact, they can't solve much. If we don't connect as people, with our patients, with each other, we don't deserve
to be called health care. But we do care. We just do it in different ways.
Well, I hope they get here soon. I've got to be downstairs for another meeting shortly.
From what I see, they're like oil and water.
Or gas and flame.
Well, look at the age difference.
You think that's the reason?
Reggie, he's all about patch him up and move him out. If you have a problem, send me a text. And Myron, he wants to process everything. Let's talk it over.
Okay, but I'm not sure what age has to do with that.
You would if you lived with your aged mother-in-law.
Well, my aged mother-in-law drives a long-haul truck.
No.
You get that 703 off to respiratory?
Zipped and shipped. Where's Myron?
Well, with a husband, I think.
Sorry. Look, you just don't rush a guy who thinks his wife might expire.
She might?
Not right now. At least not from asthma.
Okay, let's get started. We all talked to Dr. Davison, right? Who wants to recap?
Okay, I'll start with what I know.
Please.
Okay. A guy dumps his motorcycle, and he arrives with abrasions and fractures. Reggie sells him in, and Dr. Davidson orders film. So I take him up to X-ray.
And the parents arrive and want to see their son. But he's gone. I don't know where.
And I can't give them any information without a signed release.
So they demand to see Dr. Davison.
Who does see them, and then he tells me to figure this out. He wasn't happy, to say the least.
Why not use the technology we've got?
We do use order entry, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, and it makes the process worse. We enter the information and assume people check.
So let's just text each other what's happening.
Why don't we just tell each other?
Myron, I realize you don't like technology because of your...
My age?
I wouldn't jump to that conclusion. Didn't you used to work in high tech?
Yeah, biotech.
So then you must be comfortable with technology.
I managed bioengineers. Look, I've seen this for years. Young people just don't like face-to-face. Too much technology, if you ask me.
That's a stereotype.
Are you saying you don't fit the stereotype?
Face-to-face is what I do. 100 times a day. That's why I chose this job.
I'll take you at your word.
And I'll take the blame. I removed the patient and I didn't tell anybody. Frankly, I don't have the time to run you guys down.
We're all very busy. It's inevitable.
Maybe not.
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, we've all got more in common than this insane workload. We all care about the patients, for example.
And their loved ones.
Of course.
And we all have a need for efficiency.
We don't need to trade one for the other.
Okay. Well, then are we all okay if we need to get a hold of each other? Are we all okay with a text message?
But no identifiable patient information, just like 12B to X-ray.
Why not make it the standard for respiratory, lab, volunteer, whoever?
We can't mandate that. Besides, not everybody has that kind of capability.
I do. My grandkids text me all the time.
About money?
No, about tennis. I'm their in-house pro.
You play tennis?
Yeah, local champ in my age category.
Really? I'm just learning.
Okay, Mr. Tennis Pro. What else can we do to keep our eye on the ball?
A list is great, but it doesn't mean much.
What are you saying?
That we commit to these things. Here and now.
Okay, I commit. You see, the tough thing for me is taking the time to text.
I'd appreciate it. And I'll commit to telling people directly what's happening, if it's easy to do.
But for you, it's always easier to text, right?
Okay. Then I'll make an effort to tell people directly.
Good. And then if you all will copy me on any text affecting others, then anyone can check with me if they're confused.
Ping, can I make a request? That you inform us, or at least Carol, anytime you remove a patient.
Of course. I promise.
And can I ask you to ask me before you bring family in to see a patient?
Deal.
Well, okay. I think we're finished here. I'll talk to Dr. Davison and set a follow-up to see how we're all doing.
You know there's a tennis court in the park up the street.
Your mother-in-law's a long-haul trucker?
Mm-hmm.